Okay, and today we're going to look at Angela Rayner and her expenses, register of interest, stuff like that. So let's have a little look down. So there's her election history, and let's look straight away at some of her business costs. So let's go to 24-25, complete year. So you can see here, £460 on dependent travel, rail. Let's click on that. So apparently the taxpayer had to pay £460 for her dependents to travel somewhere. Why are we paying that? I would love to know. Somebody please tell me. Accommodation. So we paid for her council tax, her landline, £26,000 in rent and £381 in utilities. It's nice, isn't it, of us to pay for that for her? 26 grand, budget, accommodation. Lovely. Isn't it nice what the taxpayer pays for these people, eh? 23, 24, let's have a little look. Oh, 36 grand in accommodation that year, a bit more expensive. 7.5 grand in office costs. Staffing, £156,000. Again, dependent travel, £520. Let's have a little look. View details. Yeah, again, I'm completely confused as to why we're paying for a dependent's travel. Staffing, for anyone that doesn't realise this, MPs get this massive budget for having an office and having a staff. So when you think that they're doing work, they're not really. They're paying other people to do it. Well, we're paying other people to do their work for them. Office costs again. Let's have a look at accommodation. We all like to see how much we're paying for our MP's accommodation, eh? So 36 grand accommodation, £1,500 council tax we pay per council tax. Lovely. Landline, phone, internet, £389. Rent was £32,824 for the year. That's impressive. Anyone else rent that much? Because it seems quite a lot of money to me. Yeah, £2,800 a month rent we're paying for her. And then 1,200 quid for gas and electricity for her London accommodation. And you can see there each bill that we, the taxpayer, paid. This is our money, remember? So each year you go back, you're going to see the same thing, essentially. Unbelievable when you look at these things, isn't it? It's just shocking. Anyway, let's have a look. I went to a register of interest. Let's have a look at a register of interest. So this should be donations and property and stuff that she owns. You can see here donations and support, including loans for activities as an MP. So Martin Littler, 5 grand towards staffing costs. Donations, Richard Greer, 5 grand staffing costs. Richard Greer again, 5 grand. These are all money that she's been given. Trevor Chin, 2.5 grand. Now this is the one I found most interesting. Refrigeration House Limited gave her £50,000. So, Refrigeration House Limited. What is Refrigeration House Limited? Well, it's a company that was only incorporated in October 2024. It's not filed any accounts. I don't know where it's come from. Nothing about it is traceable. It just says for its business activity, activities of property unit trusts. So somehow this business that was only incorporated about a year and a half ago has donated 50 grand. If anyone knows anything more about that, I'd love them to tell me. So again, here there's no financials, 1 year and 5 months. No idea where the money's come from. It's registered in Oldham in Lancashire. All very strange. In a register of interest, I can't find anything to do with property. But again, if I just go down a bit further, so 1,100 quid from some events company. And she's opened up a limited company as well. And she's the director of that limited company. So those register of interest only go in, let's have a look, where are we? So that's only this year, 2026. So they're all this year. All of those are just this year. So February, January, and what we're talking, 60, let's say 50 plus 5, 65, 67.50, 72.50, plus the 1100 in tickets. We won't bother with that because it's just some tickets. Apparently, 5 tickets to a Pride event cost £1,100. That's impressive, isn't it? I have no idea how they can be £200 a ticket, but hey. So she's had 72.5 grand donated to her since 23rd of December 2025. That's on top of her enormous wage that she gets, which all MPs get. And there we go. There's just a few expenses of Angela Rayner. Every MP is the same. They're essentially costing around about nearly £300,000 or thereabouts with all of their expenses. The fact that we have to pay for a house for them, rent and all the rest of the stuff, and all of their travel. And apparently we have to pay for their dependents' travel as well. Although, let's be honest, that's a tiny drop in the ocean compared with most of the expenses she's claiming. But still, £500 is a lot of money to pretty much everybody in this country, apart from people like this. Anyway, hope you found that interesting.